2, 1, go! Hello! Tandy here. I'm Andy.
And I'm Tom.
Together, we make Tandy.
Tandy.
We're currently on like take 5 of these little video journals. We find it pretty easy to start laughing and get off topic. So we're going to try to do a few things for you. We're going to tell you about our trip. We're going to do a little update, let you know what's going on, but we're going to do it in a concise and kind of
A narrative format.
yeah.
So in the beginning,
time.
Andy boarded an airplane in Minneapolis. Tom was also there.
It's so aggressive saying that.
We flew into Tokyo, and then from Tokyo to Bangkok. In Bangkok, we stayed for about 10 hours in a hostel. So we got a little bit of shut-eye, and everyone's body clocks were all janky. And then flew from Bangkok to Chiang Mai, which is a city in the northwestern part of Thailand.
My turn. From Chiang Mai, we caught a bus, extremely cold bus. I want to make that known. Which we thought was going to be a short little ride, turned into about a 9-hour adventure to get to a town called Mai Hong Song. We got to Mai Hong Song, much like Bangkok, we spent about 10 hours there, just kind of slept in a hotel. But the thing with that is that we were supposed to be in a different city. We didn't know that one of the refugee camps that we wanted to visit was closer to another town than Mai Hong Song. So in the morning, after our one-night stay, we had to backtrack 4 hours to a certain town where we got picked up by a lovely guy named Edwa and brought into the Mai Ramu refugee camp.
And so that was 4 hours of driving in the morning and then 3 hours in the back of a truck along like bumpy, unpaved mountain roads in the hill parts of Thailand. So really good character building experience, but not something you want to do every day.
Yeah, and if you visualize Thailand like kind of like the jungly, hilly, mountainous country, that's definitely the kind of things we were driving through going to the camp. Just really windy, uphill,
foggy.
Downhill, foggy, misty, mountaintops, unpaved, really bumpy ride. A few of us got pretty car sick, but it ended up with us being, after a long day of travel, we probably showed up, it was still light out, it had to be like 3 or 4, and we showed up, drove through, and really just kind of had like an eye-opening experience, like driving through and just like seeing the inside of a refugee camp.
And how isolated it is. It's so far away from any town or anything.
Yeah, it was like a 2-hour bumpy, windy drive in a truck, and on feet it's just, you'd have to spend the whole day to get to one side of either a town or inside the camp.
Yeah. In the camp, we really incredible experience, very surreal, I think is the word that we used a lot. Just hard to, kind of hard to take it all in. There's a lot of sights and sounds and more extreme poverty than I think most of us have ever seen.
Definitely. Though the conditions would be really rough by our standard, I was really impressed with like kind of how hospitable the people were.
Yeah.
They were really quick to find a spot for us to sleep, as well as give us like padding, mosquito nets, and just kind of show us around, take us in, introduce us to certain prominent people in the community, and just kind of let us do our thing. And we spent 2 days there really just waking up early and filming as much as we could. Our translator, Chris, was awesome. He can basically just run into people, talk to them, and connect with them in a way that they'll want to be in our documentary and let us interview them and stuff like that.
Yeah, super charismatic guy. Shout out to Chris on our first video blog, because we would probably still be in the airport in Bangkok if he wasn't with us. So
yeah. After spending those 2 days, we left. It all went by so quickly, especially for probably us because we were behind a camera so much, kind of doing what we like to do. But we got a lot of good footage. I'm looking forward to getting into our next camp. Right now, we are in a town called Mae Sot, which was a 4-hour, probably 5-hour drive in the back of a truck. Was it 7?
oh yeah, because we were playing 20 questions pretty much the whole time. So sometimes it's hard to remember. Megan Towell is just this great girl, and she loves playing 20 questions.
And cute too. She's not in the room.
Yeah,
but she is.
So it was the back of like a converted pickup truck that serves as a mode of like transportation between cities and things. So that was an interesting experience.
Yep. Hello, we're back.
Ooh.
Yeah, sorry about that. I think the file got too long, or we recorded too long or something, so it cut out. We were just talking. Yeah, we're in Mae Sot right now, a town called Mae Sot. Last night was New Year's for us. It's actually 14 hours before you guys celebrated New Year's, so we got there first. But the big deal is that we're kind of in a stage of transition right now. We're trying to organize stuff to get into our next camp, and with the New Year's and places of business being shut down, it's just not that easy. So
Today we had, I think in total, like 6 to 7 hours of small group meetings and then large group or whole travel team meetings, talking about what we've recorded so far and how the film is progressing. So we're finally getting to a point, I think, where we can start seeing small parts of it coming together. So it's been a really good processing day for everyone. Really long, intense discussions. Yeah. So.
Yep. So yeah, I guess we'll probably keep you posted after a few more things happen in a week or two. I guess. I think we're done. What are we doing?
Subscribe below and then in the comments, please say your favorite thing about Thai food.
Thai food's good.
Good night.
Good luck.
Night.
No, we have to turn it off.
Night.
Just stop. Okay, at least it goes down.
Okay.
And then I'll click.